Let's get warmed up. We have a strength workout, upper body and abs. We have 3 circuits. At the end of each, we'll do a 30-second movement, kind of a little cardio move just to get blood flowing to the muscles we just worked. But strength training, that's what we're doing, targeting upper body. Knees up, we're going to twist, work that core, because this is upper body and abs. I'm Rhoda, this is Fab and Fit over 40 and beyond. Working with women over 40, arms forward and back here, really open and close the chest. To maintain their strength and their lean muscles, so they maintain metabolism and good bone density. Low impact cardio to burn fat and strengthen your heart. And like today, abs, core, and balance. Core is so important. Reach out as we age. Not just your abs, we want those to look beautiful, I know, but the front and back and side of your torso. All is what's going to keep you upright, and that's a good thing, right? All right, arms, just really start to work these shoulders. I'm using light, medium, and some heavy dumbbells, arms up and down here, starting at the 5, all the way up to a 20. So I have my 5s, my 8s, my 10s, my 12s, and 120. 20 is going to be for some back rows, large muscle structure in the back. You can go heavy with that. I'll show you how to double up your dumbbells to increase your weight there, because even beginners, you can double up 5 pounds and have a 10-pound pull right there. It should be just fine. Now I'm going to grab a 10. We're going to do a halo. So around the shoulder, make a halo around your angel head, and then we're going to crunch. So the direction, the shoulder we went over, that's the side that crunches, and we go the other way. Now notice my hips really rotate away from this dumbbell. As much movement as you can in that core. All right, ready? Right shoulder. Up and around, bring it in, pull the tummy tight. Left shoulder, rotate the hips. Left leg, crunch it. Other side. Getting this core really ready to go here. Saying good morning, good afternoon, just waking it up. I think we're going to get an even amount here. Let's finish this one. And rest. Great job. Okay, 20-second rest, 20-second transition. So we're moving quickly here. I'm going to grab my 5s, holding them at my chest. We're going to twist, twist, punch, punch. Starting to bring the upper body into this. Working that lower ab area. Right leg first, okay? Twist, pull the tummy tight, twist. Now punch it across, pull the tummy tight there, rounding the back a little bit. Starting to work those shoulders and arms, upper chest and back. Pull it tight. You want your abs to be sucked in, right? Train them. Pull them tight. Pull them tight. At the same time, I know I say this a lot, whenever we do anything like this, you gotta breathe, okay? When you're sucking things in, we tend to stop breathing. We hold our breath. It's natural. So you have to kind of focus on not doing that, all right? I'm gonna keep my light weights for this next one. Knees are close together. Suitcase swing either side. It's one of my new favorites. Comes up, palms face me. I'm gonna crunch one side, then the other. So you can see we're getting that core, but we're also getting that upper body very active. Arms. Arms, here's your waistline. Shoulders going on. Upper chest, upper back, front and back of your shoulders, and right here, lift, triceps. And there it is. Okay. Get a bow and arrow next. So think about a bow and arrow. So the arms are going to be forward. You're going to pull back, like twisting from the core. Squeeze that shoulder blade. Push it forward. Other side. This is tough. If you need to put down the weights, go ahead and put down the weights and do the movement, all right? You're using gravity as your resistance. As you pull, the other hand presses forward. Shoulders are rotating here. I have a staggered stance. I find I maintain better balance that way, but if you feel more comfortable with your feet right under you, that's fine. Whichever feels right for you. Hold your tummy tight. Work that core. It's holding you up right here. As you really start to target into the back and arms. Good job, and rest. All right, let's see, I'm gonna go to my 8s. I'm gonna take this weight at our shoulders. We're gonna press, press, crunch, crunch, okay? Right arm first, here we go, twist. Squeeze the glute there, lower part of that core area, ties into that glute. So press, pull it down, press, and crunch. Nice and slow, we're working on strength here. A lot of movement, there's a tendency to want to do this like a cardio move, and we certainly do this in some of our dumbbell HIIT with lighter dumbbells moving quicker. Right here, we want to really work on that upper body strength and those abs. Nice and slow and steady, with abs especially. Don't speed up your ab work. Make them work. Good job. Okay, back to my lighter weight. Got a bit of a combination here, so follow along with me. Into the shoulders and biceps. We're coming down and up. Squeeze at your chest and back. And then top of the shoulders right there. Here we go, down and up. Up, squeeze it. Open, press. Down and up. Put the weights down if you need to. Keep the arms up and moving. Gravity is pulling on them. You are getting resistance. And I'm using 5s right here, and this is hard. So if you have to lighten your weight, go down to soup cans, water bottles, or just put those weights on the ground and do these movements with me. We're almost there. One more rep of each here. That's all I'm doing. Slowing it down just so I only have to do one more. And done. Oh yay, burn, burn, burn. I'm keeping the lightweight here for sure. All right, I'm gonna put my feet staggered, I think. We're gonna come up, palms up, bicep curl, lower. Palms are up right now. They're gonna face the ceiling as they come up. Ready? Lift, nice and slow and controlled. Lift, curl to the shoulder, squeeze the bicep, open, lower down. And again, weight gets too heavy. Do this without dumbbells. Gravity is still pulling. See those arms way out there? Gravity's pulling all along the arm, not just on the dumbbell. So 5 pounds becomes much more. I'm sure there's a physics equation for that. I'm not going to figure that out here right now, but that added torque on those arms matters. And good. Whew, roll that out. Okay. Gonna put my light ones down. We're gonna grab, I think I'll grab my 12s, and I might go down to my 10s. We're gonna come down in a deadlift position, palms away from you. Pull to your tummy. Then you're gonna stand up, bicep curl at the top. Ready? Here we go. Nice flat back. Pull to the tummy area, squeezing the back. Lower the weight. Stand up, drive those hips forward. Elbows right at the waist. Curl the weight. Hinging down, pull to the waist. Drive through your heels up, squeeze the bum, not the weight. Pull. A long time ago, elbows in here, I had a client say to me, my hands really hurt from squeezing these dumbbells so hard, because I always said squeeze, but I never said what to squeeze. And I thought, oh my goodness, I need to clarify that. I can understand how that could be misunderstood. You want to have fairly a light grip on your dumbbells. You don't want to be squeezing them super tight and cutting off blood circulation to your hands. So don't do that. Okay, we have our little cardio burst. We're going to just work out the muscles we just worked. So we're going to tap, 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 and push up, or lift up, I should say. Curl, curl, straight arm up, straight arm up. Here we go. Curl, curl, up, added, I mean, this is not a cardio workout, but this is a way to get blood going to these muscles we just worked. A little faster movement, a little higher heart rate. Just bringing that blood in with the oxygen, which is going to help them heal. So this is kind of preemptive to a stretch. We'll stretch and hold at the end. But right now, we're just giving these muscles a little extra oxygen. I'm going to finish this one, and good. All right. This break or next, I forgot, I am going to do, if you're coming to the floor, a staggered push-up on a bench or a book or something like that. So at some point between now and the last circuit, do try and grab something to use for that. All right, this is where I'm going to use my heavy dumbbell. Or, let me show you. That's a 20. These are 10s. I'm crossing them up, right? You could do this with 5s. Pull back and down. So if you have 5-pound dumbbells, beginners, you can lift 10 right here, I promise. So double up your 5s and do that with a total of 10 pounds on one side. Before you know it, you'll be rowing a 20-pounder too. This muscle is strong. I'm pulling up and back. So I'm not pulling straight up to my shoulder. I'm pulling back to my torso area here. I'm holding my tummy tight and my back is flat. My hips stay square. I'm not lifting my hips, not throwing momentum into this, okay? That is a mistake I have seen in the past. Okay, so a little edit there. Move these out of the way. I'm gonna stay on this side. I completely forgot an exercise. I recorded this whole circuit and I forgot an exercise. It is a fly and a plank. So I'm gonna grab my lighter weight. I'm gonna set up a plank, holding the weight to the side and lift, just like that. This is hard. If you want to modify, bring your legs in. Hold your abs tight here. You're still getting some core work. The more advanced you get, the farther back you can bring your legs to the point where you are laid out in a plank. Working these back muscles. Tell you what, when your back looks good, pulls everything up and back, good for posture, plus that bra overhang area, working on that right now. All right, we're gonna bring the toes in now, no plank here. We're gonna do a row where the hand is facing the knee, straight up, down it goes, overhead, all right? So that upper back area. Here we go. Pull to the shoulder, lower, and lift. Try and keep the body as still as possible. It's hard. You're going to want to throw some momentum into that overhead raise right here. Try and make it be just the back of the shoulder and upper back that's doing the lift. So there's a tendency to want to kind of throw the body like that. It's a lighter dumbbell, but it's getting the job done because of how far away it is from your body right there. That long lever, gravity's pulling on the arm as well as the dumbbell. All right, we're going to switch to the other side and take care of both of those, all three of those I should say, over here. So we've got our back row. Double up your weights if you can. If you have lighter dumbbells, pulling back towards the waist. You're going to feel that bra overhang area right here. Feel that? Feel it work? Tightening that muscle. Now we have fat on our body. We all do. We need fat. That fat overlays the muscle. So when you do something like this, you're not spot reducing fat. That's a myth. Okay? Fat reduction is an overall body sort of thing. But what we are doing is tightening that muscle, firming that muscle. So if you think about that muscle being under the layer of fat that's on our body, if we can tighten it and have it pull in, what happens? That bra overhang becomes less and less, right? So that is the goal. Of course, reducing body fat is done in the kitchen. Let's go flat here. We've got that fly to the side. Take a minute, it's coming up in 3 seconds here. Give myself a rest. We need to eat quality food. You need to have a diet with good quality protein, lots of vegetables, some fruit for their nutritional value, especially berries, and carbohydrates. Don't be afraid of carbs, but they need to be good carbs. You get carbs from vegetables and fruit, but also complex carbs from grains. I avoid wheat because I find that gluten causes an inflammatory reaction with me, so play around with that. But whole grain wheat, I like oatmeal, rices, that sort of thing. And if I add those into my diet, it gives me energy, and it also, which allows me to do the exercise right. Here we go, nice flat back, sorry. But it also helps balance your diet. You need all micronutrients. So you need macronutrients, I should say, overhead here. You need fats, you need carbs, and you need proteins. As we get older, and specifically for women, eating protein throughout the day has been shown to really help manage weight. Don't be starving yourselves. Get up, have something for breakfast, make sure there's some protein there, and eat a balanced diet. You'll find you're not so hungry in the evening too. That can help with that late night eating. I do it. You might do it too. All right, good. Let's go to a tricep extension with a chalk. So we're gonna move our chair. I am gonna go to, let's say a 10. So I'm gonna use a 10 behind my head, feet together, elbows forward, extend overhead, twist and chop. Chop, bring it up, overhead, extend, and twist. Getting that core, getting those abs, and the back of the arm. Trouble areas, right? Areas we like to work. Nice and controlled here. Get it up overhead. Then do your chop, all the way overhead, do your extension, chop the other side, and we'll get one more extension here, and rest. Okay, back to using the chair. You could do this against a wall, especially if you're just starting out. We're gonna do a tricep push-up. So our hands are gonna be close together here. You can have your knees in. You want the elbows to come back towards the waist, not out to the side, all right? Nice and slow. Elbows stay right along the body. And press. You're lifting your body weight with that little muscle in the back of your arm. So you're not going to get a lot of reps here. Take it slower and controlled. Less reps, but more time under tension because we're down and up and we're getting that little break at the top. Elbows back. Don't let them head out to the side. As soon as they go sideways, you take it out of this tricep. And this part of this workout is all about the back of your arms. And rest. Good. All right, we have that little cardio blast coming up. I'm going to grab my light dumbbells. We're just going to work these triceps out to the side. So tap, tap. And this is the opportunity to swing those dumbbells, okay? Lift them to the side. You're going to feel the back of the arm right there. Hitting the tricep from a different angle. Adding this movement, getting the heart rate up, which causes blood to increase, blood flow, increase to these muscles. What's in the blood? Oxygen. That feeds them. It also helps them heal. So that's why we're putting these little cardio bursts at the end of each of these circuits. And rest, good. Okay, this next circuit, I'm going to have modifications because we are going to be down on the ground, but you're going to get just as much work from a standing or seated position if you need to stay standing, okay? We're starting from a front raise position. Lean back, open the arms, come forward, lower the arms. You're going to do this from sitting on the edge of your chair if you're sitting in the chair. Here we go. Holding the abs tight. Feeling the core engage here. Throwing our balance off. Right, feel it, I'm sure. Squeezing the back. And then squeezing the chest. Squeezing the back. Squeeze the chest. And then come up. And rest that, great. Okay, think about paddling a boat. You can do this seated or on your knees. I'm gonna hold the dumbbell on either side. Similar to that wood chop, we're gonna paddle. Paddle, just kind of rotate through the core here. Go to your right side first. Take a deep breath. Here we go. Paddle it. Keep the movement going. Follow the dumbbell with your eyes. It's going to help you get a little more of a twist in that oblique area. That's your waistline. Stay with it, come on. Harder than it looks, I know. Almost there. And rest, excellent. Okay, two options for you. If you're using your chair or the wall, you can do a push-up, standing or from a plank position, or bringing those feet in a little bit like we did on that plank fly. Otherwise, come with me, we're gonna walk a push-up. So one hand down, do a push-up, come up, walk to the other side, push-up, and walk. Really, once you set up a very complicated maybe table setup, it'd be difficult to do this standing or from the chair. So do a straight up push-up. Follow the modification there. Still getting chest. It just adds a little variety here. Try to make it interesting. Try and hit muscle groups using different exercises. I mean, there are only so many exercises we can use, right? So it can get to the point where you're like, what else creatively can I do here? All right, I'm gonna grab my 10s. We're gonna do a tight press to a fly with a kick out, or if you're in the chair, you're gonna just do the kick out. So press, fly, and down. Weight is touching each other, out to the side and up. Push the lower back to the mat right here. Push it in, protect your back. I don't put my feet nearly as far down towards the floor as I used to. Back surgery, it limits that. So I have to work within my body's constraints. We all have at this point in our lives, I think, things we have to work around. And for me, it's the lower back. All right, good. I'll put this weight down. If you're standing, you're gonna go one side, bird dog. So watch the modification. Otherwise, we're doing a dead bug here. Same arm, same leg. And we will switch sides if you're on the mat. If you're standing, using your chair, doing your bird dog, you're on one side. And during the next exercise, you'll be on the other side. Feel this work. And rest. All right, so other side for your bird dog, or you're going to come with me and drag a weight from a high plank. So we're going to be in a high plank, feet fairly wide, pulling the weight across, and then we'll switch hands, all right? It's a tough one. People that are standing, you're doing your bird dog on the other side. We're all getting abs. We're just getting them in a way that is safe and effective for us. And if that means you need to be standing, I want you to do the standing work. Stay with me. Try and keep that back flat if you're on the plank. Glad that's over. Good job. All right. Let's go to medium weights. If you're seated, you're going to use lighter weights here. This is a tricep move. We're going to press, elbows out to the side, weight to the chest, up and down. Here we go. Press. If you're seated, you're doing this with light weights, and you're doing the chest move and then the tricep move, but gravity is pulling on your arms and the dumbbells, so that's why you're going to go lighter than if you were on the floor here. Feel those triceps? Feel that upper body? At this point in this workout, I sure hope so. Good. All right. We have, I'm going to stick with my eights. I'm tired. All right. We're going to a chest press to an overhead lat. So both arms go up, palms face each other. One overhead, then the other. Ready? So press it. Overhead, come up, other side. Those of you that are seated are doing this overhead work. It's a little different. You're going to be coming from a high position and pulling down in a way that you engage that back. Just watch the modification video. Up in the corner there. I've tried to make it a little bigger. You know, I found out, YouTube tells you so much. I found out that over 60% of you watch these videos on your television, which is awesome because you can actually see, right? But I made that a little bigger for those of you that are on phones or iPads so that you can try and see those modifications a little bit better. All right, good. You ready? This is it. We're almost done. All right. I am going to move this out of my way a little bit. Standing, you're going to climb up a ladder. The rest of us, we're going to do a walking mountain climber. So one foot stays on the ground at all time. Knee, knee, or you could run these. All right, it's up to you. I'm keeping one foot on the ground at all times, holding my abs tight. Nice and slow and controlled. This is the cardio portion. Your heart rate's going to get up, I promise. So we're holding that upper body in the plank. The legs are moving, the glutes are going, those large muscles are calling for oxygen. So we're elevating our heart rate, but we're not jumping. How do you feel? Do you feel like you got a workout, upper body and abs? I sure hope so, because I'll tell you what, that was hard. All right, let's stand up. Grab the chair. Let's use the back of the chair. We're going to stand with a hand, we're going to cross a foot, reach up and over. Stretch those obliques. If you are new to exercise, the oblique work that we did, you'll probably feel that tomorrow. For some reason, this oblique muscle that runs right along here, it's a large muscle, reach across, and you really feel it when you start to do oblique work. Drop your shoulders here. You want to stretch across the back of the shoulder. Take this same hand, pat yourself on the back, grab your elbow, give yourself a few pats, say good job, you showed up, you stuck with it. You are a rock star. Remember that. And come on up. Let's go to the other side for all three of those. I tell that to clients in the past, and they're like, you know, that wasn't my best workout, or I don't feel like a rock star. Well, are you here right now? Did you work through it as best you could? You're a rock star. All right, wherever you might be in the development of your, muscle health. your muscle strength. Bring across here, drop the shoulder, deep breaths, and pat yourself on the back. Grab an elbow, lean out of this. It's an opportunity to really stretch that waistline again. And come on up, let's put palms up, thumbs back. Extend the arms back, drop in the shoulders, straighten the elbows. Trying to get into this bicep, it's hard, so a little bit of effort here, pushing those thumbs back, extending those hands, try and make that bicep stretch. Let's reverse this. Push out, round your back, round across your shoulder blades. Pulling the tummy in, my back is rounded really all the way to my waistline here. Stretching across the back. And we're going to clasp the hands behind, roll those shoulders back, lift your hands, lifting up towards the ceiling. You don't lean out of this though, okay? So lift until you feel that tension and that stretch across the front of your shoulders. Roll them out. Let's go the other direction. And then I'm going to move my chair out of the way here. My hands on my knees. My back is flat, and then I'm going to round it, pulling my tailbone towards my chin. So I'm rounding all the way from the top of my head, all the way down to my tailbone. Releasing that lower back tension. We can reverse this, lifting the head out of the neck out of the shoulders, drop the shoulders and relax them. Relax the abs. We want them to open up a little bit. Take a deep breath. Exhale, round again. Hopefully it feels a little bit looser. And then roll it on up. Take a deep breath, big smile. Exhale, blow it out. One more deep breath. And exhale. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you liked this week where we had the lower body and now the upper body. If you haven't hit the lower body yet, it published a few days ago. Line that up for tomorrow and you'll have a total body workout. Have a wonderful day or evening and I will see you next time.